Kenny here from Property Stories, and this week I would like to talk about conditions and how it will affect your loan applications. This couldn't be a better time to share with you about how conditions affect your loan applications, as frankly speaking, the first quarter of 2020 is not exactly a good start, right? We have political instabilities, we have the crude oil, and currently, as I'm recording this, the COVID-19 has already been declared as a pandemic by the World Health Organization. But that being said, let's look at how these situations, external situations that is out of your control, will affect your loan applications. Before we start, I would like to share with you a definition of condition in terms of credit assessment. Condition here refers to your industry, it refers to your business, and it refers to the economic conditions as a whole. These are things that you, as a borrower, usually have no control over. The banks will take this into account before deciding to approve your loan applications or not. I give you an example. A continuous drop in the crude oil pricing of the crude oil will lead to retrenchments, especially for those who are working in the oil and gas sector. I remember a time when it was a drop in the crude oil crisis. Then there are banks who upfront refuse to borrow to people who are working in this industry. Okay, the banks actually reject their business upfront and do not want to borrow to these people in the industry for fear that they cannot pay back. They are high risk to them. So in this situation right now, it's the same as what we're having now last time, just that it will add a little bit more variable, like the disease, and the political instability. So how does this affect your situation? People who are maybe in the travel industry, let's just say today you are operating a business in travel industry, your loan may get rejected, your housing loan may get rejected, or even your refinance may get rejected, because as we know, the tourism is hit badly by this COVID-19 outbreak. Next up is like, what can you do for this to mitigate this, right? I mean, this is not your fault anyway. So the best thing that you can do, and the best thing I suggest to do, is the only thing that you can do, which is to try other banks to apply. Because, ladies and gentlemen, all the banks, they have their own risk appetite and tolerance. It's not that you get rejected with one bank and then you get the same thing and rejected with other banks. Okay, some banks may even give you the loan, but the terms may not be favorable. For example, they may cut your margin, or they may offer you a higher interest rate than other sectors, just because you are in the most vulnerable sector, for example, tourism. Okay, so it's not a reason to not try. Okay, if you are in need of cash, if you are in need to refinance, just try and apply with many banks, as many banks as you can. But before that, I would suggest that you speak to an experienced banker about your situation, and then follow what's their recommended steps for you to get your refinancing or a new housing loan. Until I see you again next time, this is Kenny Lee from Property Stories. So if you find this content useful, please share this out. Share this wherever you're watching, whether it's a Facebook video, whether it's if it's a YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And I shall see you again next time. Bye bye.